Welcome back, I suppose. I am delighted to announce that today's podcast is sponsored by the local town criers service, Town Square Space. I mean, I say that I'm delighted, but as you can imagine, I'm being less than completely sincere. Town Squarespace provides an all-in-one platform that gives you everything you need to announce your announcements or proclaim your proclamations. Who writes this stuff? Town Squarespace's professional town criers are at least 30% louder than any other town criers. Whether you're just getting started or are an established brand, our powerful platform helps your business grow. I remember when it was perfectly acceptable to announce your next genocidal plan by posting it on the local notice board, but apparently no one looks at notice boards anymore, so you have to pay a man to bellow in people's faces. You people sicken me. Back to the podcast. I have let Russ Morrissey and Peter Coffey out of the dungeon for a few hours. You're lucky you can't smell them.
All the tabletop role-playing news. We aim to amuse and we aim to enthuse. And Morris's unofficial tabletop RPG talk.
Hello, and welcome to Morris's unofficial tabletop RPG talk. I, as always, am Russ, a.k.a. Morris. Did you like that?
Yes, it was great.
Or Morris, a.k.a. Russ, and with me this week is...
Peter Coffey from the Southampton Guild of Roleplayers. Russ, it's a fantastic pleasure to be here, and it seems so long.
It has, because we have switched to Fridays for our recording day.
What? Craziness.
Which basically means we now have...
Yes?
2 weeks of news to catch up on.
Bum, bum, bum.
There is so much news.
So much.
All the news.
All of it.
That we're not going to have a topic of the week this week because we won't have time. We're just going to be doing news and news and more news.
Well, but it will have the weekly roundup times 2, so it's going to be sort of a mega roundup of news,
Yes.
if you will. And quite frankly, I'm very excited to talk about it. It's got some of the most exciting news, which of course has waited to be released until we decided to switch from a Monday to a Friday.
It was
recording
weird.
schedule.
Immediately after our last Monday recording, which was basically 2 weeks ago now,
Yes.
that week was just crammed full of, like, not just little things, big things.
Oh, yes, yeah, absolutely. It's been absolutely massive, and I, for one, am very excited to talk about it. So, you know, that's the thing about Morris's unofficial tabletop RPG talk. We may not be the quickest off the mark with your podcasting material, but we're certainly the most enthusiastic RPG news podcast.
I think we're the only one. The only one that just does news, anyway.
Don't tell the listeners, Russ.
I did ask on Twitter, because I wanted to sort of, like, listen to a few others.
Oh, yes, yes.
That's why I asked on Twitter if anyone could recommend any. Not a single response.
Oh.
So there might be some out there, but I don't know them. There's a lot of actual play ones out there.
Well, at least you didn't get your own recommended to you. That would be embarrassing.
That would be embarrassing.
That would have been embarrassing.
There's a lot of interview ones out there, and there's
Yes,
a lot
yes.
of sort of general opinion ones out there.
Yes.
But not news.
News, yes.
News, and that's what we do.
Yes,
What
for
we
good
do
values
so
of
competently
journalism.
and professionally.
Absolutely. Something like that.
Yeah. So we are starting with the UA then.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Well, we're starting big then.
We're going to go bigger than that after that.
Bigger than
There's
that?
actually bigger news than that, but we'll start with the UA.
Oh, okay.
So
I, for one, was very excited about this.
So there is a brand new, when I say brand new, it was 10 days ago, Unearthed Arcana from Wizards of the Coast.
But it might be a couple of days old, but it's still massively influential.
Yes. So there's 43, I counted them, 43 class features
Yes.
in this document.
Alternative and upgrading class features.
Yes.
It is all playtest material, but I, for one, think a lot of them are pretty good. Like the stuff for the Ranger actually fixes the class features that everyone complains about, like favoured enemy, primeval awareness. These constantly are slated, and I've got to say, and favoured terrain, constantly slated, and I've got to say, with reason, because they require you to basically have access to the meta plot for the campaign in order to make a character that has relevant abilities, unless the DM is designing it to your character. And for a lot of DMs, I know for a fact, they don't bother with that. They just don't have it. They don't have that sort of level of detail planned ahead because they're sort of planning to react to what the party does.
It's cool that there's something for every single class here.
Well, pretty much. I mean, wizards don't particularly get much of a shiny buff, but they get something. Yeah, like I think cantrip versatility or something.
So I wonder what they're going to be doing with all this. So speculation, I'm guessing, you know, like Sword Coast Adventurers guy.
Yes.
It's going to be something like that. It's going to be a sort of...
Ooh, a setting book.
Maybe not a setting book, but a player facing...
Okay. Yeah. Some sort of, please, like the Elemental Evil Player's Companion, because that was amazing.
It's going to be like a Player's Handbook 2, but they won't call it that. They definitely won't call it that, but it'll be like a Player's Handbook 2, I reckon.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, sort of like maybe depends upon like whatever comes post Avernus, maybe.
Yeah.
But essentially, we're looking at pretty much a D&D 5.5.
Talking post Avernus.
Yes.
Good little segue there. That was smooth, especially since you didn't even know this was coming.
I didn't.
Chris Perkins,
yes,
who is the main story guy over at Wizard of the Coast.
Yes.
He said the other day, if you liked Curse of Strahd,
yes,
you will love what I'm working on for 2020.
Interesting.
That's all he said.
Yes.
So
let the wild speculation commence.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but
yes.
It could be more Ravenloft.
It could be.
It could be they're converting another classic story in the same way. Mm-hmm. It could be
some sort of sandbox adventure.
It could be the sandbox element of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was one of the big selling points of Strahd to me, and it did it very, very well.
Yeah. I suppose you could just pick any aspect of that adventure and say it could be that, and then something. Yes. Don't know. People are suggesting all sorts of stuff. Loads of speculation.
I see.
Nobody knows.
It looks like the teaser for the announcement of the trailer of the prequel of the pre-advertising has been successful.
Yes. Yeah. It starts here and it slowly rolls through the end of the year and into next year.
But certainly, if you haven't seen the Unearthed Arcana for the D&D 5th edition, which is available from the Wizard of the Coast website, I strongly recommend picking it up. I think it's called Fighters, Clerics and Rangers, but it applies to all of the classes, and there are a lot of very nice things which fix a lot of problems.
Lots of stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not that big a document, but the things it does, it's very elegant for us. It just fixes some things with a very light touch, and quite frankly, after 5-6 years at a time.
It's definitely one of the most commented on. I mean, it's got as of now 906 comments on my site, and many tens of thousands of views of the news article. Yes. It's a very popular one.
Yes, rightly so, because it's really good. Like Rangers have benefited a lot. Rogues, they haven't had much fiddling with. But what they can do is they can use their bonus action.
Fiddle with your rogues.
You shouldn't fiddle with your rogues.
There's laws about that.
If they spend the entire turn standing still, then they get to use their bonus action to give themselves advantage on their attack by aiming. And it's like, okay, that's in essence what a lot of them were doing already. But I think a lot of GMs are like, oh, you can't keep hiding in the same place. To which I must say, I personally beg to differ.
Anyway, shall we see if we've got even bigger news than that, though?
Bigger news.
Well, you tell me whether you think this is bigger news or not as big news.
Okay.
It's like, you know that old game with the cards, Bruce Forsyth, Higher and Lower?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
What was it called?
Higher and Lower.
That game.
You see, it comes from a different naming tradition, Russ.
Well, that game...
Yes.
So, Critical Role...
Yes.
...has been picked up by Amazon for 2 seasons.
Yes.
That is big news. D&D on mainstream TV.
Well, it's the animated series, so as I understand it, Amazon is going to be putting the first season, which is the one that was kickstarted, they're going to be distributing that on Amazon Prime, but on Amazon Video, but keeping that free. But the second season will be behind the paywall.
So they've ordered 4. So originally there was 10 from the Kickstarter that being done, and Amazon's ordered 14 more.
How many?
14 more. So
14 more.
Yeah,
okay.
So making 24 in total.
Nice.
Going to be appearing in late 2020, and I just find it mind-boggling that. I mean, I doubt they're going to use the term D&D, but everyone knows it's D&D.
If you don't know it's D&D, you really haven't been paying attention.
Yeah. That is just going to be on TV. It's amazing.
It's pretty sweet.
It is sweet.
I mean, to be fair, things have been going that way for a long time. There's a lot of stuff you look at it, you're like, that's an RPG.
Yeah,
that's an RPG party going on there.
Well, The Expanse was
it's literally,
RPG,
yeah.
And Lord of the Rings
Oh, yeah.
was when
Wow.
J.R. Tolkien played D&D. No, all right. I might have got my timing wrong there.
Slightly. Yeah, cause effect.
Yeah. Kickstarter backers, like you said, they'll still get the first look at the show because Kickstarter backers. Yeah. Well, Amazon owns Twitch, so it's not.
Yes.
In a way, it's not that surprising.
No.
And obviously, Critical Role made its name on Twitch.
Yes.
So I imagine the deal wasn't that far fetched from their point of view. It's all.
Yeah. I mean, from the Amazon point of view, they looked down and said, "Oh, a £5," and picked it up.
Yeah.
Just like for the scales of the thing involved, but still, it's like exciting, and I'm glad for nerd fans of Critical Role. And you know what? I'll probably give it a look because I do like my adult animation.
I expect I will. I'm not big on cartoons, but I'll give it a try. Anyway, what else? So,
Yes.
those
are big ticket items. Very exciting.
Yeah. Hey, you know
Hey,
what?
talk to me about Eberron. Do we have Eberron in the news?
Eberron?
Yeah.
Is there Eberron news?
I thought there was Eberron. They released some new stuff for it. I know on the Humble Bundle they brought out all the old Eberron source books.
Well,
But I thought they were talking about it. I thought, what's his face? Crawford? Jeremy Crawford was talking about Eberron online? No?
was he?
I think so.
I don't know. This is your bit of news because I don't know.
Oh, okay. I basically saw it. I thought, I should probably follow up on that, but I can't be bothered watching the video.
I do know that the table of contents has appeared online.
Ah, yes, that might be it.
That was just yesterday, I think. So it was posted on Twitter by Newbie DM.
Ah, yes, yeah. Who's the favourite source of official leaks from Wizards of the Coast?
Yes, because he does that with most books. Let me have a look at that table of contents if I can just call it up.
I know the actual book has once again been delayed for release in the UK. Has often seems to happen with new products. Because I remember you had a lot of problems with Descent into Avernus and D&D Essentials. And now my personal DM, Hailey, who's a big supporter of the show, is like now wailing and gnashing his teeth because his book is going to be delayed. It's like, sad times, man, sad times.
Well, don't talk to me about the Rick and Morty box set, which isn't even going to be over here at all.
What? They're not going to bring it over at all?
Yeah, it's on the same shelf as the Mandalorian, apparently.
Right.
Things that only Americans are allowed.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess if they don't want our money, I'm sure nobody will do anything illegal because we don't have the
Shane has very
capability.
kindly offered to purchase and send me a copy of the Rick and Morty box set.
Ah, you're a good man, Shane. You're a good man.
Starter set. He's a good man. He's a good man. So I'm going to have it anyway, despite their attempts to keep it from my hands.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we should talk about getting a second copy. I'd quite like, because I know there's a bunch of guys that.
Are you a Rick and Morty fan?
Yeah, actually I am. I really like it. Morty is really like the actual proper, like heart and soul of the thing, and it's interesting. There's a lot of philosophy in it, although it's quite hard getting into that behind all the Adult Swim humour.
Well, that Rick and Morty starter set is available for pre-order in the US if you want to buy it, and it comes out next week.
Exciting.
If you're in the UK, you can't have it.
Nope, sorry, your money's no good. As filthy non-Americans will not enjoy the pleasure of this thing.
But you can not play Rick and Morty while you're not watching The Mandalorian, so that'll be fine.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And as I say, it's a shame we'd have to rely on American friends to post it over because it's not just me; it's also people at my club who are absolutely massive fans of Rick and Morty.
Anyway, we were talking about Eberron.
We were talking about
and
Eberron.
the table of contents.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Yes. Ooh.
One Eberron table of contents.
Yes.
There you go. If I just hold there, you can see that, can't you?
Yep. So it's got all the races, changes.
I'm just balancing an iPad between us.
Yes.
So we got Welcome to Eberron here.
Yes.
Then we got Chapter 1 is character creation.
Yes.
We've got your races, your list of races. I mean, we've covered pretty much what's going to be in it before.
Yeah.
This is it. So we've got your list of races here.
Yeah.
Big section on dragon marks.
Yes, those are very important to Eberron.
Various backgrounds. The artificer class there.
Yes.
Pages 54 through to 64.
I think Adam Kerbel or Keeble, whatever his name is, did a video on it, and people were not very happy with how the alchemist class.
I did see it, then I realised it's an hour.
Yeah.
And I wasn't going to sit and watch someone flip through a book for an hour.
Well, in the finest traditions of reporting, what happened is I was like, oh no, I'm not listening to that. And then lots of people wrote about it, so I read what they wrote, because that probably took me about the same length of time.
Yeah.
But then I felt I had added value.
Yeah. Anyway, so we got group patrons.
Yes.
Group patrons even.
Yeah, that's really leaning into that Shadowrun theme.
Yeah, like that. So we've got Adventurers Guild, Crime Syndicate, Dragon Marked House, Espionage Agency, Head of State, and more.
And an immortal being, I noticed.
Yeah. Religious Order, University, Newspaper, Military Force, Inquisitive Agency. Then we got the Chapter 2, which is the Corvair Gazetteer.
Which is what, 46 pages?
46 pages long.
Yeah, probably about more like 48 actually, looking at that. Because chapter 3 starts on page 151.
Yeah.
So yeah, 48 pages. Definitely will include some full page illustrations, because they do like their full colour illustrations.
Chapter 3, Shan City of Towers.
Mm-hmm.
Chapter 4, Building Eberron Adventures. That's all GM advice and stuff like adventure themes.
But it's a lot of stuff that you would need to think about. Mm-hmm. Certainly, I've been exploring in the Mornland. That's been a case of, this is so weird.
Yeah. Then we've got chapter 5, which is quite a short chapter. It's only 6 pages long, and it's treasures, dragon shards, magic items, stuff like that.
Yeah, but you get like a load of those things from elsewhere. And it does have 2 pages of everyday magic items, so can't argue with that.
And we've got chapter 6, which is Friends and Foes, which is basically stat blocks. Just tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of stat blocks.
So many stat blocks.
So yeah, that's Eberron.
Yeah. Okay, so that looks like an exciting book.
It does look like an exciting book.
Yeah.
Especially if you like Eberron. There's a new adventure for charity from Wizards of the Coast.
Ooh.
So it's for Extra Life, which is the charity they usually support, which is Children's Hospital.
Yes, they previously brought us stuff like the Tortle expansion pack, the One Grung Above. I think there was like I can't remember, it was the one with more weird science in last year. What's this one?
This one's pretty big. It's 111 pages.
Wow.
It's $9.99.
Yep.
All the proceeds go to the charity.
That is like a proper module.
It's big, It's proper size, it's called Infernal Machine Rebuild.
Interesting.
It's slightly odd.
Not rebuilt.
Rebuild. So it's for levels 5th to 10th.
Level. Oh, nice.
I'll read the description of it.
Yes.
So there's a fallen clock tower. It holds components from an ancient artifact.
Right.
Upon discovery of the components, competing agents look to launch expeditions to uncover additional components scattered across distant places and times. The now lost Temple of Moloch and the construction site of the legendary Tomb of Horrors are 2 of those locations.
Ooh.
However great the risks, finding the components demands the effort, for whoever does so can reassemble the fabled infernal machine of Lum the Mad.
Bum, bum, bum.
So yes, if you like charity, or if you like D&D, or if you like infernal machines,
or you like Tomb of Horrors,
or if you like PDFs, or if you like spending $9.99,
if you like rebuilding infernal machines,
if you like rebuilding infernal machines, any of these reasons, you should go and buy this for $9.99.
Yes. Do we know what charity Extra Life actually is for?
The charity is called Extra Life.
Yes.
Yeah, it's for...
What do they do?
Children's hospitals.
Children's hospitals.
Yes.
That sounds like a very worthy thing.
Yes.
I shall have to get my wallet out and give them some money.
D&D's in the mainstream again.
Oh, they're me.
Again.
Casuals.
Yeah.
Getting into our hobby. Oh, wait, no, that's a good thing.
So it's hit the New York Times.
Okay, yes.
For the second time this year. The New York Times expressed its surprise at D&D's popularity and resurgence just this week.
Yes.
After having done so back in April.
Okay.
Short memory.
Here's your editor of Goldfish, New York Times. Blink once for yes, blink twice for no.
So I made a list of, just in the last year, the number of times that D&D has hit big mainstream stuff.
Yep.
So this is what I came up with. Right? So we know Forbes covers it quite regularly.
That's nice.
So New York Times reported on it twice this year.
Forbes, the magazine for rich people.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Right. Continue.
Well, they have a sort of businessy.
Yeah. Fair enough.
So the New York Times reported on the popularity of D&D twice this year.
Nice.
So this week on D&D's resurgence, and back in April on why the cool kids are playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Because it's awesome.
They obviously forgot that they'd already done it and basically did... Because all these articles are always almost the same article as well. Whoever's writing them, they're always slightly surprised that D&D is really popular. They wonder why. They mention some celebrities that are playing it. They ask a couple of people who play gamers about why they think it's researching. And then they talk to Wizard of the Coast and get fairly similar quotes.
Why do actors enjoy role-playing? Who knows? It's so inexplicable.
So the Times.
Yes.
So that was New York Times in November and April.
Yes.
The Times as in the Times in...
Oh, the UK Times, right,
yeah.
Yes.
In July, had an article called Dungeons and Dragons Cool, Stranger Things Have Happened.
Yes, well, that was original.
Yeah. The BBC in May, Dungeons and Dragons, the revival of a geeky pastime.
Well, goodness, I'm glad they're keeping their finger on the pulse.
Yeah, they forgot that they'd written an article in 2004 about the same topic.
Well, that was a long time ago. That was like 15 years ago.
The Guardian.
Yes.
No More Nerds. How Dungeons and Dragons finally became cool in July.
I'm sorry to disagree, but like it's full of nerds. I see. I mean, I love all you nerdy guys so much, like nerdy guys and girls so much. But I mean, come on, let's face it. It's I don't know. Cool is a hard way to describe it. Fun, yes. Exciting, yes.
IGN, which is the big gaming.
Yes.
Dungeons and Dragons creators and celebrity players explain its recent surge in popularity. That was in October. That was last month.
Oh yes. Did they have a good explanation for it?
I haven't read the article. I'm sure it's exactly the same as the other ones. And the Washington Post.
Yes.
How Dungeons and Dragons somehow became more popular than ever. They wrote about in April of this year.
Well, there you go.
And that's sort of just it. That's just really, really big ones.
Yes.
Like the big, massive international red wave one across the world.
Yeah.
But I did a bit of Googling.
Yes.
And the amount of local news outlets that cover it.
Yes.
So just as an example, the Liverpool Echo, the Oxford Observer, the Chicago Daily Herald, like loads of little local. Well, I say little local, but city. Size.
City-based rather than national. Yeah. Or international.
They're all covering it as well, and they'll often talk to a gaming group.
Yes.
Which made me think, we have a local newspaper.
I could talk to the Southampton Daily Echo.
You have a gaming group.
Yeah, I do have a gaming group. I could talk to them and recommend Ian Wold. Well, I mean, like, if you want your website to be associated with the place with 1,000 pop-up banner ads, I can certainly do so.
Yeah,
many
my iPad
pop-ups.
doesn't like that.
Nothing like the Southampton Daily Echo website.
No. But still.
That's all right. I'm sure it'll occur to them eventually. If I ring up and say, "Hey, do you want to talk to me about D&D?"
And you know the Gem Dragons are back.
The Gem Dragons.
The Gem Dragons.
Tell me more.
You know about the Chromatic Dragons?
Yes.
Do you not?
Yes.
Yes. You know about the Metallic Dragons? Do you not?
Yes.
You know about the Upholstery Dragons? Do you not?
No, that it's funny you should mention that, because someone was actually talking to me about, I'd like to play a character that is a polymorphed chair that has become sentient. What racing class should I be? and to which I had only to reply,
Why a chair?
I don't know, man, but it was an awesome challenge. Quick spoilers, I went with Goliath Dragon-Blooded Sorcerer, because it would be a wood dragon, would be my thing, which is borrowing from Chinese
It should be a
mythology.
mimic.
Yes, but that's not generally a playable class. I was going for the rules as written, official sources only, with mild reskinning answer, because that's my shtick.
Fair enough. It would still be fun to.
It would be fun. Yeah, it's like you cast sleep, and then little chairs appear under them as they fall asleep. Or for the pro gamer move, throw pillows.
Anyway, I was telling you about Gem Dragons.
You were telling me about Gem Dragons.
So,
I thought you were talking about upholstery dragons. Tell me what upholstery dragons.
Yes.
I demand to know about them.
I may have invented the upholstery dragons. Damn me!
Don't broadcast it in the podcast, Russ. That was still your idea. Yeah, sorry.
Yes. When the new sofa dragon appears in the next, I don't know where they got the idea from.
Well, when a dragon and a mimic love each other very, very much. Ooh, a half dragon, half mimic sofa. That's going to ruin somebody's. I need to write that down.
Yeah. So anyway, Gem Dragons, right?
Gem Dragons, yes.
So Gem Dragons, they're the neutral dragons.
Okay.
So the metallic ones are good.
Okay.
And the chromatic ones are evil.
Yes.
And the Gem Dragons are neutral.
So they're the fence sitters of the dragon world.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Can't make up their minds about stuff like
it's evil.
that's good.
So they have appeared So this is actually 2 news items in one. So let me jump to the other news item because this is where they
value.
So there's for the 45th anniversary of D&D
Goodness.
from 1974.
Wow.
Wizard of the Coast
Yes.
are creating 1,974
Yes.
sapphire dice sets.
I can tell that the person who forced this didn't have to do it. Anyway, go on.
They're selling these for $300 each.
Okay, are they made from actual sapphires?
They have sapphire embedded in them.
So, no. But okay.
I think if they were all completely sapphire, they'd be worth a hell of a lot more than $300.
That is fair. Actually, sapphires are rarer than diamonds.
Yeah, I think they have little bits of sapphire in.
But still.
So
They could be really tiny.
yeah,
Really
well,
tiny.
tiny dice.
Tiny
Yes.
dice.
Anyway, so $300. So you can pick up anniversary $300
No.
sapphire dice
No.
on Wizard of the Coast directly. You can't get them anywhere else, and there's only 1,974 of them.
Numbered, I'm sure.
Maybe. Well, I hope they're numbered. You wouldn't know what they've rolled otherwise, will you?
Dong. Dong. Anyway, yes. Continue.
Anyway. So in there's a little paper fold-out included,
Oh.
which come with like lore and stat blocks for an adult sapphire dragon.
I look forward to seeing this on the internet.
And you can see this. I mean, it's a little bit blurry, so you can't quite read it, but you can see what I mean.
Okay,
So,
yeah.
you know, on the front you've got a big picture of it and
Yeah.
some lore. On the back you've got a stat, big 2-page stat block thing.
Yeah, nice.
So,
What's that, AA4 sized?
I guess. I mean, that's his hands.
From the size, yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Depends whether they have big hands or small hands, really.
Yeah. So Nathan Stewart, who's
Yes.
one of the main people of Wizard of the Coast,
Yes.
he says that even if you don't want to buy a sort of pricey set of dice,
Yes.
you can get hold of this sapphire dragon,
Yes.
and possibly more. Early in 2020, where we, as in Wizard of the Coast, will have some fun ways to get that out there.
Bum, bum, bum.
So Sapphire Dragons are going to be back
Okay.
and official.
I never even knew they were gone. So
Yeah.
I learned.
Well, there you go. There's also another thing that Wizards of the Coast have done for Extra Life.
Yes.
This has all been very, very D&D today, hasn't it?
It's been super D&D.
We done anything that's not D&D yet today.
No.
But anyway, Wizard of the Coast, another charity thing.
Yep.
Descent into Avernus.
Yep.
You know the Infernal font
Oh, yes,
they've got in
yes.
there?
Right.
You can now buy that off them
How exciting.
for $10. And you
For a
can buy
font?
the actual font file.
Or $10.
It's for charity.
Oh, yeah, I suppose. Fair enough. Yeah.
So
It
if you
says
want well, yes, so if you want an Infernal font,
Yeah.
there you go. You can buy that for $10 and the money goes to...
Well, to be fair, it is a nice font, but yeah. Okay, and money for charity there as well. Good
Yes,
stuff.
yeah. I mean, when it comes to money for charity, you're allowed to overcharge a bit for stuff because
That's fair.
that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Right. What else is there? So you mentioned earlier the Eberron setting bundle up on.
Humble Bundle. Yes. I don't know if that's still going, but it was very exciting.
Well, there's also a lot of Eberron classic sourcebooks and adventures on DM's Guild.
Ooh.
So there's
shiny.
the Eberron setting bundle
Yes.
and the Eberron adventure bundle.
Ah, nice. Oh, maybe that's where I'm thinking of. Huh. So maybe it was like all the Warhammer 40k, what was it? I want to say Rogue Trader, I think it was. Maybe it's that on Humble Bundle. Well, I don't know. Hey.
Oh, Judge Dredd and the Wars of 2000 AD. Here we go, we're off D&D. Ho-ho!
Hey!
Judge Dredd and the Wars of 2000 AD.
Yes.
The book is out!
Well, yeah.
Oh, well, the Cursed Earth source book is out, and you are holding it in your hands.
I am, yes.
Big, isn't it?
That is a
it's
chunk of
come
a
out.
book.
It's
I
come out
mean,
quite
this
big,
is the
that
paperback copy, but it's still like compares favourably to say a player handbook from a game that's received a lot of mention on this podcast today. Wow, yeah.
So it's about 160 pages, so it's not that big, but
Nah.
it is quite chunky there.
Yeah, it's not small.
But that and the poster map are both available now, and people have them. I've seen people tweeting and saying they've gotten them.
Yeah, good times. Oh yeah, got the index. And as ever, it's like an Ian World product for Judge Dredd and the World's 2000 AD, so it's absolutely crammed full of bits of art from 2000 AD. Like every couple of pages, if not more often, you're getting some fantastic drawings. I particularly like the ones of the chap jumping off the side of a building and then rescuing Judge Dredd, which I'm sure Judge Dredd will be sure to repay his kindness.
I'm sure.
Yes.
I am sure.
Absolutely. It's a nice looking book. Oh, double pager. Nice. Also, what's with the different coloured pages? Is that to split up the chapters? Yeah. Okay, that's nice. I mean, it means that you can see on the side of the book, it's got the different colours, so you can just flip to the straight to the right chapter. Which, yeah, it's nice. I like that. Yeah. Looks like a good book. What's this going for?
$24.99.
$24.99. Sweet.
Yeah, the others were $19.99, but that's significantly larger.
That is a beast of a book.
Yeah.
And if I was to ask about how much the PDF was?
$9.99.
$9.99. Get in.
Cubicle 7 has
Yes.
art previews.
Yes.
From Warhammer 40k.
Ooh.
Here we go.
Yeah, I think they're doing a fit. Is it Ulysses Spiel?
What about Ulysses?
No, they don't have it. It's now Cubicle 7's
Yeah,
last fit.
I
Yeah.
just said Cubicle 7.
Yeah. What do Ulysses Spiel have?
Oh, lots of stuff.
Oh, they're doing something else, and they're doing it on like a German Kickstarter version. Sorry, yeah, got distracted. Anyway, yeah. So
Anyway, so these are the new art previews for
Yes.
Warhammer 40k, and they look very, very nice.
yeah,
Here we got a man with a lightsaber. Well, a purple lightsaber.
that's an Inquisition power sword, as you well know.
That's
Morrissey.
entirely different then, okay.
That's distinct in many important ways.
Yes,
It doesn't
okay.
fold away nicely. It just remains large and oversized at all times.
And we got another man floating in the sky
That'll be
with
some sort of
tendrils.
psyker possessed. And you've got like a couple of people to either side.
We're really painting a picture with our words, aren't we?
Yeah, so what it looks like is you have a lady of the Inquisition is reaching some sort of climactic battle. She's being pursued by a floating servo skull, which is basically a repurposed bit of bone and mecha, like coming after her. Directly in front is, I'm guessing, some sort of demonically possessed, probably a tech priest based on their companions, who's like sucking the life power out of the people next to them, just like manifesting all their imminent glory in front. And it's like, go on then, let's be having you. So power sword and plasma pistol in hand, she's going to give it a go. Fair play to her.
And a nice lightsaber. Purple lightsaber.
Power sword. Oh, is that a kobold I see before me?
So this is some more miniatures, yes. That is actually not a kobold. That is Arkan the Cruel, which is the character. He's a dragonborn.
Oh, from that man whose name you can't pronounce.
Joe Manganiello.
Joe the Frequently Mangled. You like to call him on the podcast.
Who has appeared on Critical Role and
Hey.
Force Grey, and his character appears in Descent into Avernus.
Nice. Yes.
So this is the official miniature.
Yes.
And WizKids have announced the Arkan the Cruel and the Dark Order pack as a pre-painted D&D icon set.
Exciting.
Set.
Yes.
So it has 6 figures, all designed by Joe Manganiello. Manganiello. Including...
Yes.
If I ever actually should happen to run into this man, which is probably very unlikely given the many miles between us, but if I should, I've got to be very careful not to try and say his name.
You can ask him how to pronounce his surname.
While he can hear me.
Don't want to mangle his name. It's a worthwhile thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it includes Arkan,
Yes.
his bodyguard, Torgar Steelfist,
Yes.
Death Cleric Krull,
Yes.
one of Arkan's berserkers, a white Abishai,
Yes.
and Arkan's pet manticore, Chango.
I see.
And they're going to appear in March 2020. $39.99 for the set.
That's quite reasonable. $40.
Yeah. There's also Dungeons and Dragons Nolzur's Marvellous Miniatures.
Nolzers.
Nolzer. And this is several new dragons and dragonborn and monster packs, and it's got like slards and satyrs and wolves and ettins and stuff, and undead and shapeshifters and liches and mummies and beholder zombies and death dogs and were-rats and stuff. More stuff than that. Those things and more things that aren't those things.
Okay. Right, thanks for sharing. Yeah.
And that, the miniatures are going to be $4.99 each.
Yeah.
Except for the Young Dragons and the Behir and the Baelor miniatures, which are going to be $14.99.
And those are unpainted.
Oh no, those ones are unpainted. Yeah,
Yes,
you're right.
sir.
Yes, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. The previous ones, the Ark and the Crawl, are painted.
Yes.
These ones are unpainted.
So it's 8 painted for $40 or $5 each.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fantasy Flight have previewed some of their upcoming stuff.
Oh, they do good stuff.
They do good stuff. So the Genesis Expanded Player's Guide, Genesis being their core system, which is...
the dice that you don't like.
Yeah, it's basically the generic version of the Star Wars system.
Yes. I think previously also the 3rd edition of Warhammer?
One of the editions of Warhammer, yeah. We get a look at how the book will help both game masters and players create the world. And there's a preview of the first 4 entries out of 10 of them for the environment and factions charts. And they're kind of like random charts which flesh out the world on the fly. And then we got a source book for Legend of the Five Rings called Path of Waves.
Ooh.
And we get a preview of what's in store for Gaijin characters.
For what character?
Gaijin.
Oh, right. Okay, yes.
Non-Japanese.
Oh, is that how you say it? I always thought it was Gaijin, but fair enough. I'll bow to your superior Japanese knowledge.
Yes, because I am an expert in all things Japanese. I've been there, so...
I assume people calling you back Gaijin all the time, in Japan, so yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, they're a lot more polite than that. Okay, Frank, we're here for the fight of the century. 2 titans of sci-fi will be duking it out in the ring once and for all.
Yes, Bob, and the crowd is going wild. These 2 masters of evil will be settling once and for all who is the true Lord of Darkness. Look, here they come now.
I see Soth has his own ominous theme music.
And so does Vader. They're both approaching the ring now.
Alright, Frank, Soth in the black corner and Vader in the, black corner. Say, Frank?
Yes, Bob?
Which of these 2 paragons of evil is which?
Why, that's easy, Bob. Soth is the 6'7" one clad in black.
Right, Frank, but that makes Vader the other 6'7" one clad in black?
I see what you mean, Bob. Well, Vader is the one in the evil-looking mask, hiding his face from view.
Yes, but Frank, Soth also wears an evil-looking helm, hiding his face from view.
Right you are, Bob, but Soth is the one with a deep, echoing voice, which sounds like it comes from deep beneath the earth.
It's a great voice, Frank, but it should be noted that Vader also has a deep, echoing voice, provided by James Earl Jones, no less.
That's very true, Bob, but you'll be able to distinguish them by their unique fighting styles. Vader will stand still and raise a fist in order to crush the life out of his opponent using a mystical, invisible power.
Oh, but Frank, Soth is the master of power word kill. He can slay his foes with a gesture and a single word.
Indeed he can, Bob, but rest assured, their distinctive weaponry will soon set them apart. When Soth draws his unholy sword, you'll recognize him from the way he just cuts down his victim.
Frank, that's not much different to Vader's glowing red Sith lightsaber.
So it is, Bob, so it is. I guess their differences are less superficial than just what we can see from the outside.
Oh, Frank, how so?
Well, Bob, for a start, Vader has an awesome feudal title and is referred to as Lord Vader.
What, Frank, unlike Lord Soth?
I see what you did there, Bob. Perhaps we should look at their backstory.
Their backstories, Frank?
Yes, Bob. You see, Lord Soth is a fallen knight of a holy order, corrupted from goodness, and cursed to live as an evil shell of the righteous man he once was.
Frank, I think you know what I'm about to say.
Yes, Bob, you're about to tell me all about Anakin and corrupted Jedi and the Sith and all that jazz, if you'll pardon my phrasing.
Yes, Frank, so you see, they're basically the same character.
You know what, Bob? I think you're right.
Hey, Frank, they're off. Vader has just attempted to force-choke Soth, who laughed it off because he doesn't breathe.
Soth responds with a fireball. Vader deflects with his lightsaber. This fight's really heating up now, Bob.
Oh, they're closing in for melee now, Frank. 2 7-foot titans clashing blades. Sparks are flying everywhere.
It's hard to tell who's who, Bob. It looks like Vader is pushing Soth back into the black corner. Or is that Soth pushing Vader back into the other black corner?
You can tell, Frank. But one thing I do know, whoever wins, it's not going to be good for us. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for listening to our podcast. We just wanted to mention our Patreon. Peter, are you familiar with our Patreon?
Oh, is it patreon.com/ Morris.
Yes.
MORRUS.
At patreon.com/Morris, you can find our Patreon, which is what pays for our podcast and buys us all these wonderful microphones and mixers and other little bits and pieces.
And wires. So many wires.
And all these wires. We have a load of wonderful Patreon backers at the moment. And those backers get...
We cherish you all.
Yes, we do cherish them very much. And those backers get bonus content every single week, just as a thank you for backing our Patreon.
And because they're so awesome and so quick off the mark, they also get to talk to us in our Discord channel, which is pretty good. And we'll sometimes even deign to answer that. But even more importantly, when we have guests coming onto the show, they have the opportunity to ask questions of those guests. And then we will pass on the questions that we think our guests will answer.
So please, if you do enjoy the podcast, head on over to patreon.com/Morris. Link will be in the show notes.
Yes.
And support us, even with just $1 a month. Every little bit helps.
Oh, and what about Egg Embry's amazing column? What sort of Kickstarters do we have that are coming to an end?
Kickstarters.
Yes.
Kickstarters.
Yes.
Many Kickstarters.
Yes. Well, crowdfunding, not just Kickstarters.
Not just Kickstarters.
Yes.
Actually, should we do a quick Matt Colville watch?
Oh, yes, Matt Colville watch.
Yeah. Let's see what he's up to now.
What sort of ludicrous money has...
Because there must be just about a week left, I would guess.
Yeah.
I haven't looked at this in about a week. So 6 days to go.
6 days to go.
And he's at...
Yes.
1 million. Sorry.
Yes.
1,000. As if he would measure his success in thousands.
And insult him with your chump change.
1,118,529.06.
Good grief.
With 6 days to go for Kingdoms, Warfare, and more minis. So it looks like it's going to...
What's that in pounds?
That many. 868,000.
Wow. Okay. So that's pretty substantial.
So?
Yeah.
So with 6 days to go, and obviously there's going to be a boost at the end, I reckon he's going to end up with maybe about 1.4 million on that. I guess.
Wow.
Dollars.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of
But
money.
it's only half what he did for the other one, though.
Oh, yeah.
So it's interesting. I would have thought the second one would do better, but it's not.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah, but still a hell of a lot of money.
Well, there's 6 days to go. There's literally everything to play for.
Yes, there is that. That. Okay, do you want to do some Kickstarters? Do you want to do the game, or do you want to just do some Kickstarters?
I think because there's been so many Kickstarters, we should probably cover as many of them as possible.
Okay,
because it seems a bit unfair to them, to those creators who've bothered to name their Kickstarters properly, to leave them languishing in the depths of obscurity.
Fair enough. Okay, so we have this one, which is called...
What's that? Vaesen?
Vaesen?
Nordic horror role-playing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's from the makers of Alien and Forbidden Lands and Tales from the Loop.
Nice.
So it's going to look gorgeous.
Okay.
You know that for a start.
Is that the Year Zero engine that they use, do we know? Or? Okay, yeah.
It is. And this is, the Swedish outfit, the Free League.
I must say their production values are looking pretty sweet.
I've heard such good things about that because people are getting hold of that Alien game now.
Yeah?
And I've heard such good things about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
They've got something called a stress mechanic in there as well, which I've got to look up and find out how that works because I like the idea of something like that. Mm-mm. And that kind of fits the genre of Alien really well, doesn't
yes.
it? Right. As you get more and more... As I understand it, you can become... I don't know. I don't understand.
As you don't understand it, yes.
Something like you can get extra dice, which is like stress dice,
yes.
which increase your chance of something really bad happening,
yes.
but they also increase the chance of you succeeding at the task.
Yes.
As well, because adrenaline is fueling.
The more stress you take on now, the more you like to succeed now, but you'll pay for it later, sort of thing.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to look it up.
Well, that seems like interesting.
But anyway, Vaesen is Nordic horror role playing.
Yes. And
that is on Kickstarter. The most popular pledge is 650 SEK.
Swedish krona.
Yes. I don't know what that works out to.
Okay.
But that's for the PDF and print versions of the game, plus all stretch goals.
Nice.
And this is Northern Europe of the 19th century.
Ooh.
But not as we know it today,
yes.
a land where the myths are real.
Ooh.
Sounds lovely.
Yeah.
And cold.
If freezing fog isn't a major part of the game, I should be most disappointed.
Pinnacle Entertainment Group, Kickstarter of Deadlands Lost Colony for Savage Worlds.
Ooh, okay, yep.
I think you can probably basically guess.
So I'm hoping for cowboys and weird mythic wendigos, etc.
Well, there's a tunnel between Earth and a distant star system called Faraway.
Oh, yeah,
and some colonists settled there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the Lost Colony.
Oh, so Deadlands is going vaguely sci-fi.
Yeah.
Oh, exciting times. Right.
Ooh, I like the look of this one.
Yep.
5th Evolution Whitechapel.
Okay.
This is 5th edition.
Yes.
And from Whitechapel, I bet you can guess what it is.
So it's Jack the Ripper sort of jazz?
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
So, Gaslight Adventures. These are set in 1888.
Yeah.
A company called Limitless Adventures is producing it. 5th edition Gaslight Adventure to catch Jack the Ripper. I love that idea.
Yeah.
I want that. I'm going to back that.
Okay. So, sure.
Well, you know what?
You action surge and catch him.
Well, no, but you know what I mean. I always like the ones that go off into a different genre. That's why I like Strahd and, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I love the idea of playing D&D in 1888 in London trying to catch Jack the Ripper.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
That does sound like it could be fun. But maybe one of the older versions of OSR, because, I don't know, my immediate thought as well, what if you have a barbarian?
Yeah, I wonder if there's class...
They've probably done some stuff to rework it, but okay, yeah.
Oh, it says it's an adventure. It also contains an 8-page comic, a 5e sandbox of London's Whitechapel district in 1888, and it says rules for creating gaslight heroes. So there you go. I reckon it kind of stops you.
Yes,
taking certain things.
They have to prove that the wizard's going to come along and say, "Oh, Jack the Ripper's over there. Magic missile, dodge that."
They might go to cast detect serial killer.
Yeah.
Right then, next one. Space Kings the Book by Supertry Studios. This is an improvisational playing card-based role-playing game.
Oh, okay.
You use...
I do like the idea of Space Kings.
Okay, you fight evil space governments, you thwart unethical corporations, and you host fancy dinner parties.
That's of course you do. Yeah, what was that powered by?
Original system.
Nice.
Core rulebook, card-based.
Yeah.
That's all I know. And it's $50
Yes.
for the PDF and an autographed book.
Ooh, shiny.
Next one. Explorers of the Fantastic.
Yes. Do you explore the fantastic?
Yeah, so this is Savage Worlds.
Yes.
Alternate atomic horror Cold War.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The Allied bombing in Japan in August 1945 opened up an enormous entrance into the Hollow Earth. And from that entrance came the first of a series of skyscraper-sized monsters.
So basically they're redoing Godzilla.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Like it. Always a strong choice. I'm not complaining if you get still from the best. Yeah.
The world's greatest role-playing game, The Zine. Or Zine.
Yes, like those magazines that you get in the shops, yeah?
The magazine, yes.
Yeah, right.
By Broken Ruler Games.
Yes.
What is... Ooh, okay. This is a Zine or Zine, which provides an indie spin on D&D 5th edition.
It's a zine.
Or a Zine.
Still a zine. So 5th edition.
It's got stuff like... It talks about concepts of fading forward from Powered by the Apocalypse. I think that's...
But it's like so it's sort of like Mike Shea's Sly Flourishes, The Return of the Lazy Dungeon Master. It's compiling excellent GM advice.
Yeah, he talks about somehow of Gumtree system stuff can be used in 5e and things. It's each issue is 24 pages.
Nice.
8x5 booklet format.
Strong choice.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's interesting. Well, there you go. Well, that's the ones that are ending very, very soon.
Yes. So you should get in if you want your Nordic horror role playing, your Savage Worlds, giant kaiju exploding out of Japan, or going and chasing Jack the Ripper through the streets of Whitechapel in a gaslight fashion.
Yeah. Right. I think we might actually have done it.
We have.
I think we've shot through it all.
All of the news.
We have.
That's everything that's been happening in role playing.
Okay.
Yes.
Paizo.
Yes.
has released a playtest document for their Advanced Player's Guide.
Oh,
Pathfinder's
an
second
advanced
edition.
player's guide. I thought the core rulebook was pretty advanced, I'll be honest.
Well, this is even more advanced.
Ah.
Yeah. This document has 4 full new classes.
Nice.
The playtest is running until December the 2nd, so it's pretty short.
Yeah.
And the classes are the Investigator,
Right.
the Oracle,
Ooh.
the Swashbuckler,
Nice.
and the Witch.
Bum, bum, bum.
And so they're doing this playtest through to December 2nd. You can download the playtest document for free now, try out the classes, and let them know what you think.
Sounds fun.
And then the player's guide comes out in July 2020.
Right. Well, get on that, Pathfinder fans.
Starships and Speeders. Did we cover that?
That doesn't sound like something I remember, and therefore it sounds awesome. Tell me more. I demand to know more about Starships and Speeders.
Well, Starships and Speeders is a book of
Yes.
speeders and starships.
So, what sort? How do you do this in 5th ed? I don't understand.
Yeah, I was going to say, guess which game.
Is this for Star Wars?
It is for all Star Wars.
Good times.
So Fantasy Flight Games Star Wars.
Yes.
It's not only an expansion of the list
Yes.
of ships and speeders and walkers and stuff available in the game,
Yes.
but it also has statistics for legendary vehicles.
Ooh.
This picture here is Lando Calrissian's Millennium Falcon,
Oh, and you also have Han
as opposed
Solos.
to Han Solo's Millennium Falcon, which you can see next to it. Because obviously they modified it a little bit.
Ah. So one of the numbers has got smaller and the other has got bigger, but I can't quite read them. Nope, still can't read them.
No.
Look, see, it's got 26
It's got some different numbers on
22
it.
and
But I can't
50.
see what the headings above the numbers are.
Yeah, too blurry.
Yeah.
Oh,
But yeah, that looks pretty cool.
yeah. Who's bringing that out?
Fantasy Flight Games. I think that might be it. I think we've done all the news.
All of it? There must be more.
Dragon Meat is coming.
Dragon meat is coming. Dragon meat is coming.
It's 2 weeks away.
Oh, yes.
It's a little one-day con in London, but
Yes.
it's getting bigger every year.
Yep.
I really like it.
Yeah.
It's got a kind of cosy feel to it.
Yeah, you'll be taking the Ian World staff down there.
Yeah, we're going to be there with a stand. We're going to be selling Judge Dredd stuff, and
Yeah.
we've got all this new stuff, and the Masterclass Codex for 5th edition.
Ah. Bum, bum,
We're
bum.
sending all that, and then we're going to have our secret company retreat immediately afterwards in an Airbnb house which we've rented about half an hour outside London,
Excellent choice.
and we're going to sit there and play games and eat pizza and drink beer.
Huzzah! That sounds awesome.
Yes, it's going to be awesome.
Yes.
Did we do this?
Elder Brains and Stalagmites. We did not. Tell me more about your Elder Brain.
So new creatures,
Oh, that's
new
big.
miniatures from WizKids.
Yes.
These are from Volo's Guide to Monsters and Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes.
Yes.
And there's also a $49.99 premium set, which has an Elder Brain and a bunch of stalagmites. So the Elder Brain's like, I'm sure we did this.
I have no recollection of that beast.
I've got half.
Did we
a
do it with
memory of
Mark?
Maybe we did it, or maybe we didn't. I don't know.
Okay. But I must say, it's like this absolute unit of like a floating brain with tentacles, which is completely dwarfing like the haphazard creatures that are strung around it. And quite frankly, that I don't fancy their chances. And that's a huge range of models there.
Yeah,
Just have a
44 of them.
44.
44 of them. I'm not sure how big we can get it.
Not in any way.
Not that big, but
Oh yeah. I'm recognising some of those big fellas in there. I think that's a Nolith or something.
Dunno.
A Nothic. That's the one. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, you've got all sorts there. And yes, you do have some stalagmites and also some stalactites that have joined onto stalagmites.
yes, they'd have to be joined onto them. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you'd have to float them in the air, wouldn't you?
Ah.
Which would be awkward.
Where's my AR gaming?
Yes, exactly. Now, there was an article from Ben Riggs, who's currently writing a book about the basically the fall of TSR.
Yes.
He's been writing it for a while, and occasionally he sort of lets slip some bits of information about it. He's getting hold of a lot of documents, company documents, and interviewing people who were around at the time. So I think it's going to be the most detailed from what I can make out. I'm definitely going to get the book 'cause it sounds really interesting.
Oh yeah.
But it looks like it's going to be the most detailed analysis of what happened there. Why TSR failed and then Wizards of the Coast had to come in and buy it and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, as part of all this, he's getting all these documents and accounts and all this sort of stuff. from the records. And he's got a load of stuff about the sales of various editions of D&D up as far as 2nd edition, which is obviously what TSR was publishing when it finally collapsed. Apparently, the 2nd edition of AD&D, it sold really well when it was released.
Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, right? Yeah.
It sold over 400,000 copies in its first year.
Oh, good grief. Those are quite decent numbers even nowadays. Not as big, but still 400,000 copies.
Well, some historical comparison, the 1981 basic rule set sold over 650,000 copies in its first year.
Good grief.
Whereas the first edition, DMG and PHP together, was only 146,000.
Right.
So you can see that like D&D had been growing at the time.
Yes.
And those numbers are going up. But it talks about how, initially, if you look at those numbers, that makes AD&D 2nd edition look like a real solid hit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But it's kind of hiding a deep problem in that it didn't have the legs that 1st edition had.
Oh, how do you mean the legs?
Sort of keep on selling.
Oh, right. So it sort of was popular initially, and then it didn't have like a sort of tail.
1st edition AD&D, 390,000 in 1980.
Oof, wow.
1981, 577,000.
Oh, crikey.
1982, 452,000. And then in 1983, 533,000.
So that's like nearly 2 million bucks.
Yeah, and then it starts sliding in 1984 to 234,000 and so on.
But yeah, that's pretty good going for a hobby that people didn't even know existed.
So whilst AD&D 2nd edition came out strong out of the gate, it didn't have those solid follow-up figures for years afterwards. That was the problem. So
it had the 440 in the first year and then less. Okay.
Yeah, but the original Dungeons and Dragons dwarfs even these.
Really?
So AD&D as a total, and we're talking 1st and 2nd edition, between 79 and 98, so pretty much their entire run.
Yeah, that's nearly 20 years,
4,624,111 core books.
Sorry, it's the 11 on the end. Makes me laugh. Oh, yeah.
Whereas D&D, like the basic stuff, sold 5,454,859.
Crikey.
So more than Advanced Dungeons and Dragons.
Impressive.
Yeah. That's a really interesting article.
Yeah.
What's also interesting there is that only upper management has access to these numbers.
Really?
The actual people working on the game didn't know how well it was doing, didn't know how well various books were doing, and therefore didn't really have that kind of market feedback
no.
on what they were actually writing.
Right, so they had no idea if it's massively popular or...
Yeah, whereas the upper management had it, but they didn't share those numbers with the people working on the...
Yeah, that's a choice you can make, certainly. But yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. Yeah, I think we're done.
You keep saying that.
I do think we are done now. Oh, War of the Burning Sky 5e number 7 is out.
War of the Burning... Oh, yes, that's the big adventure path that Ian World publishes.
Yes.
For 5th edition, War of the Burning Sky.
So this is the 7th adventure.
Yes.
The PDF's out. Softcover will be out imminently. Can the heroes locate the torch of the burning sky, and do they have what it takes to undergo the trial of echoed souls? This is for 13th level characters. This campaign goes up to 20.
Nice.
Yeah. It's a bloody good campaign as well. I ran it once. I ran it in 4th edition, actually.
Hardcore.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
It was fine. It was alright. Right. Now I think we're done.
Okay.
I think we are.
Well,
next week we have a special guest.
A special guest.
Owen K.C. Stevens.
Name rings bells. Who's that?
He has worked on... I'm still doing the boxing announcer voice.
You sure are, Bob.
He has worked on...
Who's coming up next week?
He's worked for Paizo. He's worked for Green Ronin. He's head of Rogue Genius Games. He is probably one of the most prolific freelancers around. If you engaged... Oh, he's worked for Wizard of the Coast as well.
Nice.
If you've engaged in any sort of the D20 fantasy genre, you've probably seen or heard some work.
I do recognise the name.
Yeah.
I'm just struggling to think the place where it might be from. Okay, well, that'd be fantastic.
He's also in a whole load of Star Wars role-playing game books.
That might be where I've seen the name. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so we'll have Owen Stevens on. He joined Wizards of the Coast in 2000
Nice.
on the Star Wars role-playing game.
Sweet.
He created Super Genius Games, which later became Rogue Genius Games.
Nice.
He's been a developer for Paizo Publishing and for Green Ronin Publishing.
Sweet.
And he was also the Starfinder design lead until he left Paizo.
Oh, nice.
It's quite a big name.
Yeah.
He's got lots of Ennies.
Ooh, yes. Ooh, Black Company. There you go.
Star Wars Saga Edition, Pathfinder role-playing game, Bestiary 2, Advanced Player's Guide, Razor Coast, Heart of the Razor, Southlands campaign setting.
That all looks pretty... Oh, Southlands, yes. That's been a pretty big one for Fifth Head,
Yeah, so he'll be on next week.
Nice. I look forward to meeting.
Right.
Okay.
Well, thank you, everybody, for listening this week to our double news segment.
Our lightning blitz roundup of all the role-playing news that you could possibly want.
Yes.
And maybe more.
We'll be back to normal next week with our special guest Owen Stevens and the regular news segment and topic of the week.
Woohoo.
And our favourite game in all the world,
Ooh.
which Owen doesn't know about yet.
Marvellous. I'm sure he gives his games excellent titles, so there won't be any problems whatsoever.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. You can find me on Twitter @Morris.
Yep, and so this is Peter Coffey from the Southampton Guild of Role Players saying goodbye.
Bye.
Apparently I now have to read this to you. This is the official podcast of Morris's unofficial tabletop RPG news, which you can find at enworld.org. You can find show notes at morris.podbean.com or wherever you found the podcast. If you feel like they deserve it, you can support the show on Patreon. In return, you will receive exclusive bonus content. Just go to patreon.com/Morris. If you're interested in his babbling nonsense, you can follow @Morris on the Twitter. Send your emails to morrispodcast@gmail.com. Not all of your emails, just the ones you want us to see. That's it. I'm bored now. You can go away. Shoo, off you go. Goodbye. Get out of here.